Hi everyone, I'm Donna from the Land Rover Guidebook channel. Today is the last step in setting up connectivity. Let's take a look at setting up Android and Apple devices. Swipe left on the home screen to see Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on the Extra Features screen. To use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, you must activate the smartphone pack on your car. With the smartphone pack installed in the vehicle, if you connect your iPhone to your car via USB, you will see a pop-up like this. If the smartphone pack is not installed in the vehicle, you will see only two menus, InControl Apps and None. Tap Apple CarPlay in the pop-up window to launch Apple CarPlay. Tap the Land Rover icon on the Apple CarPlay home screen to return to your car's home screen. Tap the settings icon at the bottom of the home screen. Tap all settings in the settings pop-up. Tap connectivity. Scroll down the connectivity settings screen to see the Android and Apple device settings menu. Tap Apple device settings. The Apple device settings screen is always visible when the iPhone is connected to the car via USB. The settings shown on the screen are the default settings. When you connect your iPhone to your car via USB, the connection pop-up window you saw earlier appears. Let's change the Remember for this device setting to Yes. Unplug the iPhone connected by USB to the vehicle and reconnect. Before I changed the settings, a connection pop-up appeared. This time nothing happens. Currently waiting for connection. I will press Apple CarPlay. After a while, Apple CarPlay will run like this. Let's go back to the Land Rover home screen and change to another setting. This time, let's use Apple CarPlay as the default connection and turn on Auto Display below. Unplug the iPhone USB connected to the car. Let's connect again. Then after a while, as such, the Apple CarPlay home screen appears immediately in place of the connection pop-up. Now let's turn off the auto display. I'll disconnect and reconnect the cable to the iPhone. Then after a while, this little banner comes down from the top of the screen. The antenna icon in the top right corner of the screen also indicates that you are connected to Apple CarPlay. Now let's change the default connection to InControl Apps and turn on Auto Display. Likewise, I'll disconnect the iPhone for a while and then plug it back in. Then after a while, as such, the InControl Apps launch automatically and the InControl home screen appears. Now let's turn off the auto display in InControl Apps. Let's disconnect the USB cable for a while and plug it back in. After a while, you'll see the InControl Apps run on your iPhone's screen. But nothing happens on the screen of the vehicle. Swipe left on the home screen and tap InControl Apps. Behind the screen, you can see that the InControl Apps are already running and waiting. There are many ways to set this up so that when you connect your iPhone to your car, it will automatically connect or stay on standby. I personally recommend that you set the default connection to None and the Remember for this device No. With these default settings, a connection pop-up will appear every time you connect your iPhone to your car, and you can choose from the pop-up window. There is also a checkbox for Remember for this device. Enable this checkbox and select one from Apple CarPlay, InControl Apps, or None to automatically connect from the next connection. If you select Apple CarPlay or InControl Apps and you can't connect and see a banner like this at the top of the screen, a connection error has occurred. This error usually occurs when Apple CarPlay and InControl Apps switch between each other. One way to reduce this error is to always disconnect and reconnect the USB cable to your iPhone to switch between Apple CarPlay and InControl Apps. Once a connection error occurs, you have to turn the ignition off, get out of the vehicle, lock it and wait for a minute or two to reboot the system. Only to connect and charge your iPhone, just tap None in the pop-up window. Now, let's connect the Android phone. Like the iPhone, connect the USB cable to your Android phone. If you do not change the settings, the default pop-up window will appear. I'll tap Android Auto. After a moment, Android Auto launches and the default navigation app screen appears. Tap the home icon on the top left and tap Exit on the Android Auto home screen to return to the vehicle's home screen. Tap the settings icon at the bottom of the home screen. Tap All Settings in the Settings pop-up. Tap Connectivity. Scroll down the screen and tap Android Device Settings. Just as you did Apple CarPlay settings in Apple Device Settings, you can set Android Device Settings for Android. As you can see from the Android Device Settings screen, it is recommended to set the default connection to None, and the Remember for this device No. If you set the default settings like this, the next time you connect your smartphone to the car, a pop-up window will appear for you to make various choices. So far we have learned about setting up Android and Apple devices. In the next video, let's take a look at Here Map, a genuine navigation system installed on Land Rover vehicles. Please do not forget to subscribe. Thank you very much.